and welcome to episode 216 of
The Eldritch Podblast.
I am Mags.
I am Jack.
And we are Dungeons & Dragons social commentary podcast where we focus on the social aspect of D&D.
We give out advice to dungeon masters and players, old and new.
But most importantly, we believe in creating a safe, inclusive, and welcome space.
So that sounds good to you. Welcome in.
Come on in. We got the boy.
We got the bubbin.
We got the ancient old man.
We got the Bubbasaurus.
Gosh, he is laying.
You do be laying.
He do be having a real big lay right now.
You do be laying on me right
I don't know
now.
how much you can see of him, but he is here. He's,
you can see him. 100%.
He made the treacherous journey up onto the couch for us. So, look, he's got real itchy feet right now. So if you see us having to constantly stop him eating his own feet, that'll be why.
That's on him.
That is on him.
That's
well
on him.
said. Well said. I haven't started the timer.
That's okay.
So we're just going to have to hope for the best.
Rip it.
Yeah, we're just going to rip it.
We
sat here, I'm not kidding you, for like 5 minutes beforehand.
Waiting to connect the iPad to the internet.
And we're just yapping.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Anything to report?
I don't think so. Not much.
Yeah, I can't.
Not much going on for me.
Yes.
Been doing the same old.
Yeah.
Got a new Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh, yeah. We had a lot of quite a few internet issues, actually.
Yeah, it was like last week. We normally get like 20 to 25 megabyte upload, which, you know, is enough.
Yeah, just fine.
To upload our videos in a decent amount of time and stuff like that. But I tried to upload the actual play on Saturday, and it took 12 hours.
Which is wild. Like, normally, to upload the actual play, it's like a few hours.
It's like about 1 3/4 or 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's how long it takes. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a big video.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like sometimes 4.5 hours long. So I tried to upload it, and it took 12 hours, and I was like, what the hell?
And then we tried to stream.
And it was just struggle busting.
Yeah, like, because you can keep track of, like, how many frames you've dropped. And it was bad. And then you streamed on the evening, and it was even worse.
It was even worse, yeah. So I rang them up. They came out, like, literally 2 days later, which was great.
Yeah, they did.
And it's back up to normal, so fingers crossed that's done.
Yeah, it turns out we had a really old internet box, and
it didn't have the right power bank.
Yeah,
didn't have the right power supply.
The wire was loose at the back of the wall, so it was like a mixture of things, and there was thunderstorms, so it could have been any mixture.
It could have
of
simply
things.
just been the weather.
Yeah,
or it could have been the fact that we had no box with the bad power bank, with all of the connections loose on the outside.
Yeah, it could have been anything. So yeah, we weren't able to stream,
which was annoying.
Yeah, which was annoying, which
on
did
Monday.
suck. Yeah, but I streamed yesterday.
Yeah.
I do a co-reading and co-working stream, and that seemed totally fine. Like, I didn't notice any dropped frames at all. And then we're streaming day we're filming Friday. We're streaming tonight, so hopefully it's fixed.
Yeah,
because you know what, you just take things like that for granted sometimes. I think
it was completely fine normally yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
We didn't have anything wrong yesterday when you streamed.
Yeah,
and you streamed for what, like 3 hours?
Yeah.
And then we did the Faradar stream, which I know
but it was fine.
It was fine.
Like,
so.
you just again, things just like having
internet, working internet that doesn't
that your jobs rely on. Yeah. Like, you just don't even think about it. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, that's kind of it, honestly. Yeah. Like, we haven't really been doing much at all. Yeah. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, we're meeting up with some friends tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then also meeting Matthew and his
friend. Yes.
On Sunday.
Indeed. And I finished Tusk Love. Oh my gosh, I finished Tusk Love
on the stream.
I have now marked 4 out of my 5 book goal for this year, and I know I'm going to hit 5 books read this year, which feels really great.
That was you. Was it not 6 books or was it 5 books?
That was which one?
Was your goal 5 books or 6 books?
Yeah, 5 books.
I thought it was 6 books.
No, my goal was 5 books.
So you've read 4?
At the beginning of this, I only started reading maybe like 8 weeks ago, I would say. First time in my life, really. And 5 seemed like an achievable goal. I wasn't sure at how fast
it seemed far away.
Yeah, it did. It did seem far away. And now I know for a fact I'm going to read 5 books this year. Like, there's no way around it. I definitely will. So it feels really good. And if you didn't know, we have a book club over on the Podblast Discord. This is why I do the co-reading and co-working streams, because I typically have been reading the book for book club.
Woo!
If you're interested in joining book club, what day does this go out? Sorry, Monday. So I will say it is. The book for this month was Tusk Love, and at the time you're watching this, if you're watching this on Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the wrap-up discussion, the meeting part of the book club for Tusk Love. So if you have read Tusk Love and you would like to come along, we would love to have you. If you don't mind spoilers and you would like to hear a bit about it, please come along. And going into August, we have 3 picks going on right now. There is a poll up right now, maybe.
It'll still be up on Monday because it was 5 days, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or like Monday's the last day, maybe.
Yes.
But it's between Paladin's Grace, Enchanted Garden, and Night
in the Moth.
Night in the Moth.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All really, really good picks. And at time of recording, Paladin's Grace is winning by like quite a long shot.
It's the front runner.
I feel like Paladin's Grace is, in this community, people already have it.
Yeah.
It's free with Kindle Unlimited right now,
which is great.
Month,
we love a free book.
It is if you have Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
And it's a fan favorite, and I think it's what I voted for as well.
It was really nice to see as well when Tusk Love was picked. A lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't have the money right now to buy it," but the community just sort of came together and found ways to get it like cheap or even like free.
Yeah,
like if you signed up to Spotify Premium for the 30-day free trial,
you get the audiobook.
You would get the audiobook of Tusk Love in with it. And it was just good to see people come together to be like, here's a way that we can all still get the book, which was really cool.
I completely agree. And I had so much fun. We set up like a forum over on the Discord for each book of the month. And we have like a general chat and then a spoilers chat. I love going through. I spam the spoilers chat all the time. That's just my favorite thing to do. But I love reading a chapter and going back over everyone else's chapters and seeing what they say about the thing. It's so much fun.
It's just good to have community in any aspect.
It is. I completely agree.
So to have community around the book that you're reading as well.
I agree. It's fun to yap about the thing you like about, right?
I agree.
So yes, if you would like to join, the link to our Discord is down below. You'll see the category for book club, etc., etc. And then
we are streaming right now. We aren't streaming co-working or
no, we're Baldur's Gate.
We're going to be knee deep in Baldur's Gate, so come and hang out. We're in Act 3.
Yes.
There's still loads of chat interaction no matter what. It's a great way to interact with the channel outside of this. If you've ever wanted to come and just hang out with us, we are hanging out with chat all the time.
Yeah,
so
it is. We are indeed.
Join that. If you want to help the channel any more than that, consider joining the Patreon. Consider
YouTube members.
Becoming a YouTube member with the join button down below. That is the best way to support the channel. So thank you so much to all our patrons.
Indeed. So, anything else?
I don't think so.
My dog's farted. Oh my god.
I can't smell it.
Oh, look at him. How does he make the most monstrous farts while he's laying there fast asleep looking so cute?
That cute.
How is it possible?
How is he looking that cute?
Oh, he's looking so cute
Don't
right
bother
now.
Him, though. Don't bother him.
Oh my god, he's
He's so
cute.
asleep.
Well, if there's nothing else, shall we get into it?
Yes. Thank you so much to all our patrons and YouTube members.
You have no idea how much we appreciate your support.
Gain exclusive access either on Patreon or become a channel member here on YouTube for perks like channel badges and emotes on YouTube.
You get 2 extra and exclusive monthly live streams, including a roundtable with a cast of our D&D actual play, The Ascension of Farador, for all of your burning questions.
As well as an intimate D&D advice live stream where we can answer your D&D questions in depth and one-on-one.
If you would like to support us directly and gain access to these perks, check the link in the description to go to our Patreon or simply click the join button here on YouTube.
Thank you.
So today we are reading some D&D horror stories. Hey,
Wahoo.
I'm going to preface this right now. All 3 of these horror stories are fucking horrible.
Are they bad?
Yeah.
God, okay.
They're not good. Look, they're not good. Are they all submissions? I think 2 are submissions and 1 is a Reddit post. And then at the end, I've also thrown in a short wholesome one as well, just to cleanse the palate. You know,
a little sorbet at the end.
Yeah, indeed, because these stories are bad.
Get them little lemon wipes.
Yeah.
KFC
The little bowl of ice and lemon.
We get greased up with the nasty.
Yeah,
and then we cleanse with the lemon at the end. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So, if you have any horror stories you would like to send in, the form is down below. Please send them in to us. We really appreciate every submission. And this first one, this has been sent in by Anonymous, and they use they, she pronouns. Now, there is a very light trigger warning for this, for sexual assault and just straight up men being gross.
Yeah.
And again, it is kind of vague around the sexual assault aspect. But again, that is a trigger warning.
Still gonna put
and if that is something that you do not want to listen to, Jack will put up the timestamp. Not that we have timestamps right now.
I'll just find this first story.
Jack will put up the timestamp so you can skip to the next story. So, my apologies if this submission is too long. It's fine. A little bit of background. I, 20 female, was in uni and met a guy, 23 male, through my course who was into D&D and wanted to try DMing. I had just downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 and was obsessed. My brother, 19 male, is also heavily into D&D, and a girl, 19 female, we are friends with, was also interested in playing.
Cool.
The game we ended up playing was a homebrew campaign that was supposed to be centered around our characters. Simple enough, right?
Yep.
Sadly, the campaign was doomed from the start because our glorious DM had a crush on me. I knew about this prior to the campaign beginning because he had already told me I had already let him down easy, and we had mutually agreed to stay friends, so I didn't see much of an issue, and it wasn't. I won't go into too much detail because we would be here for a while, but a few months into the campaign, the party and I started to notice that my character had become the center of attention, and I really mean the center. Almost every session we played became entirely about her choices, her story, her life, her past, her. At first, I didn't really notice, and that is on me, but I put so much effort into my girlie that I was just excited to see her story unfolding in front of us, and I was under the impression at this time that the others would be explored soon because they had put a bunch of effort in too. It got to the point where my brother became almost entirely disinterested in playing because he genuinely never got to do anything within the sessions. Our DM was also low-key a DM versus player kind of guy. Think. I once spent an entire boss fight unconscious because I was the only one being hit, so the party had no heals type of behavior. A true story, by the way. So anytime my brother wanted to do something cool in combat, our DM would always find some way to interrupt the plan. Okay. My poor brother was also practically punished by the DM when he tried to push his story by forcing a new pact with his patron, which ended up turning him into a literal monster where the DM could take control of his character and make him slaughter almost everything in front of him, including allies.
It's weird to say that we've had something like that in a game as well.
He would also consistently make fun of my brother's character, who was really cool, by the way, and even started to ship him with his own DM PC. The crazy part, as if that wasn't bad enough, by the way.
Yeah.
The crazy part in all of this wasn't even the main thing that disgusted us about this campaign. During this particular session, we had invited 2 friends to join us as guest characters because we were told in advance we would be fighting a difficult boss and we wanted more than just 3 party members.
That is.
The boss was supposed to be a guy that abuses his power, a big old dude who has the sleaziest sleazeball to sleaze in Sleazetown. Fair enough, right? Yeah. During this fight, one of the guest characters was knocked down and shoved into a bag of holding that was described as sticky by the DM.
Okay.
Fast forward here to the end of the fight, which was not fun, by the way, because most of us spent the entire fight knocked down. This guy did not balance his encounters well, where we opened the bag of holding to get our friend out. Anyone who has opened a bag of holding before will know that if you turn it inside out, everything comes out.
Yeah.
And boy, did it. Let me list for you the list of contents of what was in that bag. Our friend, a few items, and 3 naked and dead people who were all sticky, and one of which was a literal child. It makes me sick to my stomach to even type that out. This guy, the DM, narrated all of this with a straight face, by the way. The campaign ended shortly after that session because of various factors listed from above, and also because of some personal stuff that happened with this DM. But let this be a lesson to you all. Trust your gut when it tells you something is wrong, and no campaign should make you feel forgotten about, disgusted, and especially not listened to. And that's it. I read it out as if there was more, but...
Whoa.
Like, man, first of all, couple the first half of that, the first half of that story shite, like, right?
Yeah, the first half of that story shite. It's just like, the thing is, right, it could actually be a story beat where there's 3 dead bodies in a bag. It's like that can be a story beat. There could be this person is murdering, and this is the magic item that they've got, and to hide all of the evidence, they keep the bodies in the bag.
Someone you recognize, someone an NPC would recognize.
Yeah. It could be like a family, and like they've gone missing as soon as you get to the town, and then you fight this evil guy, and then you find out that this evil guy was the one that murdered them all along.
Yeah.
But it's then they have to be naked.
First of all.
And then
I know
they have to be
I know
sticky as you put it.
I know. And then there's a child. Like I just don't know how anyone could be so tone deaf to what the fuck that looks like and sounds like. It doesn't actually matter what the intention was.
It doesn't, but it's the fact. It's like you've made it sound like that.
Yeah, and like.
So, but I didn't mean it like that. So, yeah, but you've made it sound like that.
And it's like, why did seriously then? Why do they have to be naked?
Yeah, why do they have to be naked?
Seriously, why were they naked?
But the thing is, we don't know if this DM actually didn't intend it like that.
Well, that's it. Yeah, no, that's it.
Like it can be like. It could have been a cool story, but then you just made it weird and creepy and like very, very unsavory.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, to be tame about it. Let's be real.
And then, like, also, the thing is, the DM having a crush on you can kind of be whatever. If you've talked about it, you've decided that you don't want to be, you're just friends, and everything was fine, and then you get into the game, and then the DM makes everything about your character. First of all, there should be no favoritism whatsoever. And hey, if OP has said no as they did, you're not going to convince them by making your D&D campaign everything about their character. No. That's just going to make it even worse and more uncomfortable.
100%.
Oh, 100%. There's no way around it. Like, even people who are together, there should be no favoritism.
No.
Full stop.
We're together, and we play a game with 3 other people.
Yeah.
And there's never any favoritism.
Never. I don't think there has ever been a question in anyone's mind
that I treat you differently to anyone else.
Because you don't.
No.
Hey, look, I beg for more things from you than anyone else.
The person I have to say no to the most because
I ask for so many things.
You ask for too many things.
But you know, God, especially at the table,
there
has never been a doubt in anyone's mind that I'm treated differently.
And it's like by pleasing one person, you're pleasing nobody.
No one.
Because
Absolutely.
that person then feels bad that nobody else is getting the attention.
Yeah.
That person feels bad that the eyes are always on them, and then they feel guilty. Everybody else is getting left behind in the dust. That just sucks. And like, look, the balance thing is whatever. Like some people just suck at balancing combat. There's nothing you can do or say about that that's gonna just instantly fix it. That just comes with practice. But like, what's the point in the naked stickiness?
Yeah,
it's just weird and vile and nasty.
I agree.
And it could have been a fine story.
Yeah, it could have. Honestly, it could have been.
It could have been a fine story if they were fully clothed and not sticky, and they had just been missing or like had been murdered, and you would solve that case. Yeah. It's like that's fine.
Yeah.
But you made it fucking weird.
You made it weird.
You made it fucking weird, and I don't know why you did it.
I remember when we got one of the first submissions we ever got, and we read out, which was a horror story of someone, their character, they got introduced to. They joined a established group. Their character was introduced, and they were naked and chained up. And it's like,
why do I have to be naked?
Why does that have to be something? And they were playing a woman as well.
Like, here's the thing: I just did a quest in Classic WoW the other day, and you rescue a woman who has been captured, and she's in a cage, and she has got all of her clothes on. She's just missing her armor. It's like,
yeah.
Like, I get that they take maybe the stuff that protects you from like
weapons.
Yeah. But why you gotta be naked? What's taking the clothes off doing?
Yeah.
Really?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Apart from painting a picture. I think that's the only thing that I can think.
But also,
honestly.
I must say, look, Classic WoW has, you know.
Yeah, look,
like,
hey.
it can get a little
look, Classic WoW
rough against women.
Yes, it definitely can.
But
Classic WoW can be rough in a lot of aspects, I think.
But like, this is the thing. I just don't understand why we do things that are totally fine. It's like, you were captured. Fine.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like we live in a dangerous world where people want to capture me.
I agree.
I get it.
Yeah.
But why am I naked?
Yeah,
it's like you killed the family. Why are they naked?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Point? Like, what are you honestly trying to convey? What is it? What level of depth is adding to your story?
That they're naked.
What level of a storyteller are you rising to by making them naked?
I completely agree.
It's
fucking weird.
It pisses me off.
It's fucking weird,
and there's literally 0 point.
That's the only thing I can use to describe it. Is it's fucking weird, and it's creepy.
It's like creepy.
It's simply put, it is nasty.
It's nasty.
It
You're
is
nasty.
Yeah, and you know, like going back to the whole like the DM, the OP's brother tried to like change the pack to their patron. DM was like, I'm going to turn you into a monster that I can control, and you hurt everyone around you.
Yeah.
And again, player agency, I don't believe that player agency is important.
Yeah.
But I think, especially in moments like this is perfect example of player agency being completely ruined.
Like I said, we had something like this in one of our games where our fighter that we were playing with wanted to change his subclass because for whatever reason, and then our DM made it this whole thing where like, oh, you lose control and you like accidentally kill people and stuff like that. It's just like, I just wanted to change my subclass and you said it was okay. You didn't say it was going to come with any of this bullshit.
I know.
And what's the point again?
I know. I know.
You're not like raising the bar of your storytelling by doing something like this.
I agree.
You're just taking power away from the players and making their choices. It's like they never want to change anything ever again.
Yeah.
Because when they do, you make it hard.
Yeah, I agree. And it's different if the player asks for this. Like, for example, when I played Rayla, I came to you and I was like, I want moments where she struggles to control herself, and that's going to be a story beat that she can eventually overcome.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different when the player asks for that. But when you say to your player, you have literally no control in this situation, and I'm going to make you hurt your allies, I'm going to make you hurt everything in front of you, that is just a nightmare situation.
Such a nightmare.
Bad DM
makes bad decisions.
Yeah, creepy weird man.
Weird man.
And OP, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to your brother as well. This sounds like a shit game in general. And rough. I completely agree with what OP says at the end as well. Your gut most of the time can tell you when you feel a certain way, and if you're seeing red flags, I promise no D&D game is worth you feeling uncomfortable just because you want to play D&D. I promise you. I
100%.
promise. But we've all been there. Hey, we've all been there.
Yeah, we've been there. Sadly, we've all been there.
Yes. Right. This next one. This is from the Reddit, and the title is... This sucks as well. Sorry. DM changes the narrative to suit their partner. I, the bard, psychic lance the evil dwarf king, while our tiefling wizard charged, shoving him into the pit of spikes, quickly using mage hand to grab the crown we needed to control the dragon terrorizing the town.
Cool.
We were so pumped and excited that we got an awesome death scene for the first big bad that we had encountered. Unfortunately, one player, the DM's partner, who was also another bard, wanted to save the corrupted dwarf and not kill him. They complained, I wanted to save him. He could have been a nice dwarf. Hey, that's not fair. And the DM, being their partner, reversed the natural 20 kill and everything that we did to let their partner mage hand the dwarf to try and save him. The crown fell into the pit below.
Okay.
The dwarf was beyond corrupted for centuries and was evil. We were told in the narrative by the NPCs that he is beyond saving. His old self was lost. I, the bard, didn't return for sessions after that because of the argument that we all had after the fact. I said to the DM's partner, what's not fair is you went against the plan that we had all previously agreed on, and suddenly you wanted to divine intervention a natural 20 attack that me and the tiefling did because you wanted the attention. The DM obviously did not like this kind of talk towards their partner from me and the other players. So I had to say, I get that you're the DM, but you can't change the story because your partner doesn't get his way. That's not fair to the rest of us. As the player refused to change the narrative of saving the Dwarf King, we all unanimously agreed that we aren't continuing to play the way the roles went. We never got to continue the campaign after that, unfortunately. My question to all of you is, when a couple plays a tabletop game, does this type of behavior happen often or rarely for some of you? I understand romancing adds different dynamic, but I'm specifically referring to situations where only one player throws a tantrum and demands that the DM changes the game so they always win or something similar.
So the thing is, I'm going to say no, it doesn't happen because we're in a game together.
Yeah.
We are romantically involved.
Yes, betrothed.
Betrothed to be wed.
Bound to be wed.
Yet, I never do that.
No.
And this is the thing. Like, God. Not only did you have this awesome moment,
yeah,
and it was like, oh my God,
I know.
natural 20, knocked him off balance.
I know what you're going to say.
Wizard charged up, And then as the dwarf fell into the spike pit, you snatched the crown. Not only did that get changed, but you lost the crown.
I know.
To stop the dragon killing the people of the town.
Yeah.
So but the thing is, as well, as a dungeon master, you intentionally drop these hints. It's like, for the first bad guy of the game, I'm just going to let you know it's going to be simple, cut and dry. This dude... awful, evil, beyond saving,
which
corrupted his old self to the point where he is not even existent anymore.
It would be a mercy.
It would be, it would be
mercy to end this guy.
This guy needs to be for his sake and everyone around him and the people of the countryside. We need to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought I could save him. It's just like,
do you know what the worst part about this is to me? The dungeon master knew, because the dungeon master created the NPC. The dungeon master sowed the seed that this dwarf was beyond saving, corrupted for centuries, was evil. The dungeon master still decided to walk all of that back to let their partner do a thing. Now, that suggests to me that the DM never wanted the players to win. That the DM never wanted the players to get this crown. Because why the fuck would you do that?
Why would you walk it back? Maybe the dungeon master, hear me out.
Go on. Are we about to cook?
Maybe in this moment.
Yeah. Let's get your red string out.
The dungeon master sees the dwarf knocked into the pit.
Yep, okay. Red pin here.
They see the crown begin to get rescued with the mage hand.
Yep,
and then the dungeon master goes, oh God.
Yes.
I've just given the players a pet dragon.
Yes.
I've just given the players...
That's what I'm saying.
I've just given the players the ability
to control the dragon.
A dragon. And this is their first quest.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you go, no... The dwarf is savable.
But the thing is, the dwarf wasn't savable.
But the dwarf isn't savable.
But the thing is, the dwarf wasn't savable, to be clear.
They're like, okay, let's change it up, because maybe the dungeon master's like, I fucked up here. And I'm realizing the repercussions of my actions and the fact that they're going to have a pet dragon.
I hate to say this. I actually hope that is what happened, as opposed to the dungeon master knowing all this information, knowing the dwarf can't be saved, knowing everything, but because their partner wanted to, letting them do it anyway. I hope it's actually the first option, as opposed to this DM still having all this knowledge, knowing that reversing the natural 20, reversing the death, them actually not having the crown won't save the dwarf when that's all their partner wanted to do. You know? Do you know what I'm saying?
And I get the thing is as well. It sounds like they pre-planned it. It sounds like we're like, we're killing this dwarf.
They say here, what OP said to the DM's partner was like, we all agreed on this plan previously.
So why didn't you say you wanted to save the dwarf then?
I know.
Why didn't you say, I know that the legend says that he is lost to the ages and his corrupted form is the only one that lives there now. It's like, but I still feel like we should try. Because I get, in early quests and campaigns, wanting to set your stall out about like, I don't want to kill people.
Yeah, this
I believe
who
everyone
my
deserves a second chance. Like at the beginning of a game, those like ideals are really good to get across.
I agree. They're important to get across.
The way that you shape your character, in my opinion. Agree. So I get doing that, but why didn't you say it before the moment the natural 20 had been rolled?
I know.
While the dwarf was literally falling into the pit when the crown had been saved, then you go, I wanted to save. It's just like, why didn't you say it literally at any point
seriously,
before this moment?
I know. And do you know what? DM.
The fact that you walked it back is shameful.
It is. And this is a perfect example of, if you try to please one person, you don't please everyone.
Please nobody.
I'm telling you, partner wasn't even happy because the dwarf couldn't be fucking saved
anyway. The dwarf couldn't be saved anyway. It's just
the dwarf couldn't be saved anyway.
You saved them physically, but you couldn't save them. They're too far gone. They're too corrupted.
Exactly.
That was the whole point.
Exactly.
And, this is the thing. Now your group's not playing together, so nobody's happy because you try to please one person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this should have been, it all happens as normal. After the game, as the dungeon master, you go to your partner. You don't go to them as betrothed to be wed. You go to them as play a dungeon master. Hey, if that's something that you want to do, you just got to make sure you tell people earlier, that. So then people understand that that's something you want to do.
And again,
like keeping that, it's the whole thing about secrets. It's like keeping that secret literally helped nobody in that moment.
Absolutely no one. And another thing, I think the only thing I disagree with a little bit here is what OP said, saying you only did this because you wanted attention. Again, I have no idea what this person was thinking, what partner was thinking when they did this.
I don't think that's the reason.
When it comes to, and I'm only speaking personally, when it comes to things like NPCs, I care deeply about NPCs. Not everyone does. I completely understand.
And there's some NPCs that don't deserve to be cared about.
100%. I care deeply about doing the right thing by the NPCs, right? I understand thinking, or even your character, maybe even naively thinking that this character could be saved.
Everyone can be saved.
I very much understand that. So I don't necessarily think that is an attention thing. However, it is unfair and selfish to then go, no, I didn't. We could save. Oh no, that's not fair. We could have saved. We could have saved him, knowing you couldn't.
Yeah.
Honestly, even if partner didn't know for a solid fact that they couldn't, it's still selfish and unfair.
The signs point to.
It's still selfish and unfair.
Yeah. And the thing is, this is the thing. It's like, I get that you're just pissed off.
Yes.
And so you just,
oh my god, totally. I would be pissed off too.
I would be pissed off too, and I would probably say things that I didn't mean as well.
Yeah, I would be pissed off.
I would probably say things like, "You were just doing it for attention." Because I'm mad.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was the reason.
Yeah.
I
think what OP said to the DM's very fair as well.
I think it was just a lack of communication from the player, and then the dungeon master, for whatever
insane,
wild,
I know, insane,
stupid reason, was like
awful decision. I think honestly, walking things back is fine.
Yeah.
I really mean that. Walking decisions back that are stupid and bad and have awful, dire consequences because the party didn't have the full information. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I even think, take all of that away, if everyone at the table goes, man, can we walk that back? And everyone's happy, Dungeon Master included, every single player. I don't see a problem with that.
And like you said, I think the case that is the most prevalent for that exact reason is when players don't have the full picture.
Totally.
It's like maybe you explain something as a dungeon master, but somebody maybe didn't get this one bit or didn't realize this one bit. And then they start to do something and you're like, okay, well, this starts to happen. And they're
then
like,
you go,
oh, I didn't realize. And it's just like, okay, if everyone's happy, we'll just walk it back a couple of seconds.
Not often with us, but that has definitely happened with our game before, where we've just misunderstood a core aspect of what was happening. We do something thinking an entire different situation. Like that happens. But this
is not that
situation.
This is not
that situation. No way in any conceivable earth.
The dwarf was like made out to be unsavable.
Yeah.
You know, doing a very bad thing.
Yeah.
The party had literally said, let's kill the dwarf and take the crown.
Pre-planned it.
And then this player said nothing.
And until it was done.
Until it was too late.
I agree. And you know what? If everyone, after they killed the dwarf, everyone ruminated and went, oh, that was a bad decision.
Yeah.
I really regret doing that. We shouldn't have done that. And then the DM goes, do you want to walk it back? That's an entirely different situation to me.
See, I think I wouldn't walk it back then.
Yeah.
Because they had the full picture.
Yes.
But still chose to make the decision.
Yeah.
They just had remorse afterwards.
Yes.
And remorse is actually a really powerful tool as a dungeon master.
Yes, it is.
To, okay, well, that's the decision you made this time.
Yeah.
Going forward, in the future,
let's
make sure that, we think clearly about our decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, it can be a powerful storytelling tool.
Oh, definitely. We've all been there.
We go through changes in the campaign.
I agree. I agree.
I wouldn't have walked that back because everyone knew.
Yeah.
I
agree. But again, it's one of these things where if everyone's happy, that's what's... Oh, did you see him? He's having a dream and he just went, oh my gosh. I think, again, everyone having fun is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And if everyone's happy to walk it back, doesn't affect me in the slightest. Fair. But no, I agree. But this...
We aren't walking that back. You try and walk that back at my table.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Man. Hey, that's pissed me off.
That's fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That's so annoying.
Oh, OP, I'm sorry. All right. This is the last horror story before we do the wholesome story. And I'm sorry, this one's rancid as well.
Great.
But for totally different reasons.
In
a horrible,
in a weird,
gross,
nasty way. That was horrible in
an
just
annoying way.
Annoying way.
This is annoying in an annoying and gatekeeper. You'll see.
Okay.
So this has been sent in by Anonymous, and she uses she, her pronouns.
Thank you very much.
I'm writing this the day after my first ever D&D session.
Great.
It was awful.
Great. I'm so glad you're here after your first ever session of D&D.
After wanting to play for so long, I found a group that seemed nice and assured me they were beginner friendly. I emphasized I had no experience and no knowledge, and mostly I would need just a lot of help. The DM seemed receptive to this and said he would help me with my sheet and with the rules and everything else. However, when the time came around, the DM was decidedly not helpful.
Not particularly helpful.
When I would ask about areas, he would basically just tell me it's normal D&D stuff and to fill it in like normal. I repeatedly told him...
What does that mean?
Fill it in like normal.
Just fill it in like you've done before.
Fill it in like normal.
But I've never done it before. It's just normal D&D stuff, man. Just fill it in.
Stuff. I repeatedly told him I have no experience, and he did offer a few guidance pieces before reverting back to his original response of fill it in like normal. He helped me for all of 20 minutes before he brought all the other players in and we began to play the session. He didn't explain to me how my HP, my hit dice, or my armor class worked. I didn't have time to finish my sheet or even pick my spells or my cantrips. I was left in the dark with no knowledge on how actions and bonus actions or combat even worked. The few interactions I had with the players were less than ideal. I was largely ignored or scoffed at for not knowing the rules, taking time to find information, and just struggling to navigate Roll20 in general. Anytime I asked for help, it was just brushed off. Only one character bothered introducing themselves to my character. The rest pretended she just didn't exist.
Great.
Any attempt at roleplay with my character were met with silence. My character had no items, no weapons, no money, no armor, despite the rest of the party having all of this since I joined an ongoing campaign. To top it off, the players and the DM spoke at the end about how they hate having to explain the basic stuff to people, and people shouldn't come to their game unprepared. It definitely felt passive-aggressive and targeted, you think?
You think?
Needless
Why are you inviting a new player to your game then? God, invites a new player? God, I hate new players.
Needless to say, I left the group and now I have major anxiety about ever trying again.
No,
OP, no, Anonymous,
this is the
no
problem.
Let us tell you, please, let us tell you, and I'm certain everyone else in the comments, everyone else will let you know this is not normal. This is not normal behavior, and I honestly, 99.9% of the time, if a game says they're beginner friendly, they are.
Just so I know, this is a submission.
This is
not
a submission.
The Reddit post.
This is a submission.
My God.
This is a submission, which makes it even
worse.
worse.
God, this makes it even worse.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So here's the thing. Like, my brother, I played with him. He has never played a TTRPG. No. He has, like I said in one of the first ever episodes on this podcast, he asked me if I wanted to go to the driving range to play golf with him, and he asked me on a Wednesday, and I was like, I can't play on Wednesday, I'm playing D&D, and he says, yes, I forgot that you dressed up like a warlock on a Wednesday. He has no idea, but he knew that I liked it, so he wanted to come and try it out. So I went around his house. We sat there, we filled in his character sheet. I told him things that are going to be important that he's going to refer to a lot. I told him things that he's probably not even going to look at, so we won't even fill it in because those things are just things that I'm not going to bring up for him because he doesn't need to know, so they're not to stress him out because he's already got a lot of information. We talked through all of the classes, we talked through all of the races. He picked something that he thought sounded good.
Yep.
We filled out his character sheet, and then me, Margaret, and him stood in his kitchen. I gave him a D20, and I said, we're going to play out a little scenario now so you understand how, like, initiative, skill checks, attack rolls, and things like that work.
Yep.
And I ran him through. We walked through a castle to get some treasure, and there was guards in his way, and they had to escape.
Yep.
Boom. And we did that, and he really then understood. When he turned up to the game, he, as a brand new player, fitting great.
Yeah, I agree.
Had no
I agree.
problems.
I agree.
And like that's the level of if you're joining if you're all new, then you can have a big session.
Yeah,
zero.
Yes, of
you
course.
You can have like these things and that. But if you're joining a game full of people who know what they're doing, if you're joining an experienced table, that's the level of experience that you need. He still, struggled at times, and he still had
because it's a huge game with 1,000 things.
You're not going to learn it all in one session.
Yeah.
But at least he had an idea.
Yeah.
And even when I had like a copy of his character sheet behind the table, so if he was struggling for numbers,
you could
I would
help
literally
him.
just go, just add 3
totally.
to that.
And it wasn't hard.
No,
it wasn't hard.
Great. We ran
it wasn't
laborious.
laborious.
He had a lovely time.
Like, it wasn't any extra. Of course, it was extra effort, but like no extra effort than I think a dungeon master would normally put in. Shame on this dungeon master and
Dreadful.
shame on these players. You should not be playing with new people if you're not prepared to have a new person at your table.
Yeah.
Like, point blank. Have we forgotten that we were all new to this game once upon a time?
Once upon a time, but that's the thing. Sometimes a lot of these people, they had a rough experience, so they're like, you need to have rough experience.
I fucking hate that.
And if you sink, that's on you, because I swam.
I absolutely
and it's so annoying.
Cannot stand that mentality.
I don't think I've ever heard a stupider phrase in my life than just fill out as normal.
Just fill out as normal.
What the fuck do you mean fill out as normal?
First of all,
they've got no fucking clue what they're doing.
And each character sheet, depending on what class, what race, what subclass, what level,
equipment,
like what God,
languages,
even what setting you're playing in. If you're playing in the setting that has like the dragon tattoos, do you have do you know what I mean? There's so many variants of how to fill in a character sheet. If you told me fill in a character sheet is normal, even I would be like,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Like, as normal, how do you do stats?
Yeah.
Like how are you calculating your HP?
Are we standard array? Are we point by? Are we rolling for stats?
Yeah. What armor do I have? Because that will affect my armor class. That will affect my to hit.
My brother came into a campaign that was already going. He wouldn't have had. He was a paladin. He wouldn't have had the starter paladin gear.
Yeah.
Paladin gear. He had some like half plate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He had like a magic weapon and stuff like that. Because if I'd have just brought him in bog standard, he would have been far worse than everybody else.
Totally.
So, what do you mean fill out as normal? Do you want to know what? Filling it out as normal doesn't make sense even to me, who's an experienced D&D player.
I know.
So what do you think that's going to mean to a
newbie,
anonymous?
I know.
Who has literally no fucking clue what they're doing.
And it sounds like Anonymous played a character that had spells and cantrips too. Fill it out as normal. Okay, different cantrips, different spell lists, prepared spell casters.
Yeah, it's like, are we just running PHB?
Are we running 2014? Are we running 2024?
Have we got his Anathars in
Is
there?
it homebrew?
What does that mean?
I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
Like, filling out as normal is the most... It's unhelpful to anyone. Never mind somebody who has no clue what they're doing.
And God, I can't imagine the dread of joining a new game. It's like A-Pod Sip Redact. Rabbit Scavern. Like, I can't imagine sitting there having no idea. Then the DM going, okay, bringing all the other players in, and you just sitting there.
Who just ignored you as well.
Who ignored you.
When you like tried to roleplay, were just silent. As soon as you didn't know something, they scoffed. And then after the game...
I hate explaining the basics.
I hate explaining the basics.
You need to come prepared.
You do. You know that you invited her?
And that's it. It's like
she didn't just turn up and just sit in this
her.
seat, and then she was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm playing in your game today. You invited her. She sat down at that table, and you were like, "Oh, I hate having new players." It's like, then why are you fucking inviting one, you idiot?
It's like, no one forced you to do this.
Nobody asked you to do this.
No one forced you to do this. Like, and from I don't know how they met, right? But from what Anonymous says, it sounds like she found this group online. They assured her they were beginner friendly, so there was a process to it.
Yeah.
Anonymous couldn't have found them without them potentially advertising. So why the fuck, if you don't want a new player, do not say you're beginner friendly. It's okay.
It's
to
okay
be clear,
it's
okay to not want new players. It's okay.
I
believe we should be inviting as many people into this hobby as possible, because I understand how life-changing this game can be if you want it to be. Like, I don't believe in gatekeeping whatsoever. Now, would a new player struggle coming into our established table? Yes, of course they would. But we brought your brother in, and that was totally fine. It took really no extra prep from us at all, I would say. Of course, like the story beats, we pulled back a little bit. We gave the focus to him on the understanding he was just here briefly. And it's even like when Wabs joined us in campaign 3, he's a very experienced Dungeons and Dragons player. He's not experienced with how we play the game. Even with Wabs, there was some like I don't know what the word
level
is.
of explaining.
Yeah, and there was some level of accommodation made.
100%.
It was never hard. It was never a tax. It was who cares if you have to stop and explain something to someone? Who gives a fuck?
You shouldn't be that short on time where you can't.
You shouldn't care to be like, oh, that's a D20. Oh, yeah, you add that. You calculate this. Oh, this means that. That's what flanking means. Like, it's not hard. It's not.
Annoying.
Like,
I just don't understand why. Like, there's so many experienced players out there. It's like, you want an experienced player, just go and get one.
Yeah,
why are you inviting a new player?
Do not invite a new player if you're not prepared to help them.
And this is the thing that I get not wanting to invite new players.
I do too. I get
because maybe you just don't want to explain. You've explained it to so many people through your life. You don't want to explain it to another person.
I completely agree. You do not have to.
Not advertise yourself as beginner friendly and then give out the fucking worst beginner experience possible.
I agree. Anonymous, please. Oh my gosh, if you are listening, Anonymous, please do not.
Please join the Discord.
Please join our Discord.
Please join the Discord where beginner-friendly games, people who just want you to get into this hobby and enjoy it as much as everybody else because they understand the majesty of what D&D can be to new players, they will teach you how to play the game. They will look after you. They will make sure that you're in a safe space. They will make sure that you understand what you're doing. And even if the thing is, you won't understand for ages everything about the game. But that's not the point.
We don't understand everything.
No.
We don't understand everything, and we've been playing for years and years. We have an actual play, and we don't understand everything.
Interactions come up. We had one literally at a game this week when if somebody's paralyzed and they go unconscious, do they lose the status effect? And
when they get brought back up,
we had no idea.
Apparently
they don't. Apparently they would still be paralyzed, and it's just like little interactions like that you just probably have come up before, but you just don't remember.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you're not going to know everything all the time, man.
Everything's a first once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anonymous, please do not. Do not let this put you off D&D. This is not normal. People should not be treating you like this. If a game says they're beginner friendly, they fucking should be. This is not normal. And I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Do not let this put you off D&D, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, I told you they were all shite. They were all shite, horrible stories, actually, weren't they?
Shall we? I think just fill out as normal will go down in history.
I know.
As
I
one
hate
of
that.
the stupidest things I've ever heard anyone say. Just fill it out as normal.
Shut up.
What does that mean?
Shut up. Let's have a palate cleanser. Please. Let's leave on a good note.
Lemon
and this is a really nice story.
Give me the wet wipe.
This is a wholesome story, and this is a submission that has been sent in by Shadowed AC, and she uses her pronouns.
Thank you very much, Shadowed AC.
I previously worked in a children's home for children with complex disabilities. I was one of the key workers for a young girl who required a ventilator, but was otherwise verbal and able. One of the best kids I have ever known. She went out shopping with another staff member and bought a copy of the PHB as it looked interesting to her. She pored over it for hours that day, making multiple characters who were actually quite well balanced. Unfortunately, the only staff member who knew how to play was off for a while, so she had no way to play. I decided, screw it, it's rare she's interested in anything other than TikTok, so I'm just going to jump on this. While sorting out the other children, I speed Googled how to play D&D.
Wow, okay.
Did I know any rules at all? No. Do I know how to DM? Hell no. But I didn't like seeing her disappointed face. I found a one-shot online to use as a base about defeating an ice witch. We played with another staff member, and it was honestly the most engaged in anything I had ever seen her. We played for hours until her bedtime and a little after, but shush, no we didn't. And the witch was defeated. I wanted it to end on a high, so I made stuff up on the fly and had the quest giver be someone who raised wolves. As a reward, she got her own wolf cub after a really high persuasion roll. She did a little happy dance and spent ages afterwards adding it to her character sheet and asking everyone for name ideas. After that night, we both fell in love with D&D. She played later on with the experienced staff member, so I haven't DM'd since, but I loved seeing her that happy and that engaged. Man, like, this just goes to show. Fill it in normally.
Fill it in normally.
Fill it in normally.
Look where you could have been.
Like, this just goes to show, like, D&D doesn't have to be anything more than having fun. Of course, there's a set of rules. Of course, there's mechanics. And if you care about the things, of course you can have them. But if you just want to have a fun little time with someone because they showed interest in D&D, it can literally be as simple as that.
Yeah. I just think the moment where you saw them poring over it and making these characters and stuff like that, and then going, man, I know nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah, but fuck it, I'll do it.
Fuck it, I'm going to give it a go because, I want to do right by this kid.
Yeah.
And they're interested in something other than TikTok, which is rare. Like, having just like, so you just want the best for these kids, and I just think that's...
World needs more people like you, Shadow Daisy.
World needs more people like you. Like, a lot of people, like, that's a lot to take on.
It is.
Like, and the fact that you just picked up a random,
you just went fuck it, I'll
one
just do
shot
it.
and you were just like, yeah, I don't know, I'll just wing it. And you just didn't. This is the thing. It's just like, you don't need to know everything.
No, you don't.
You don't need to know everything to have a good time. You
No.
don't need to know really anything.
Nope.
You just got to have a desire to like have a bit of fun with your friends and just want to have a good time. Because that's what it's about. It's about having a good time.
It's a game, and you play games to have fun.
Doesn't
and
matter.
as long as you're having fun, it doesn't fucking matter.
And this kid's had loads of fun because of you. So
do not let anyone online tell you, well, that's not real D&D then. Well, you shouldn't be playing D&D. Oh, there's so many other things you could have done instead of playing D&D. Who gives a fuck?
Who fucking cares?
Who cares? Who cares? The most important thing is that Shadow Daisy and this kid and another friend had a good time playing a game. And do you know what? I also want to say, being able to be like, I just kind of went on the fly, and they were raised by wolves, and she likes wolves, so I let her have a wolf pup. Like, I'm being serious with you. That's the makings of a great DM.
That's being a good DM.
Like, I really mean that.
That's being a good DM.
If you haven't DM'd since and it's something that you would be interested in, I would consider.
I think you'd be a goat DM.
I agree. I would consider maybe trying DMing again, because that is the makings of a great DM. And the world needs more people like you. Like,
people who care
stop.
about other people. People who care about the people around them. The people who want the best for the people who, they care about. That's what matters.
I completely agree. I absolutely completely agree.
W.
See, there you go. That makes up for everything, doesn't it?
What about when the kid was trying to fill out the character sheet? You just go, just fill out as
normal.
God, I fucking hate teaching new people how to play this game.
Yeah. And I think this is it. You could have such a great experience with D&D. It just takes it goes one way. It takes a shit person to ruin your fun time, and it just takes a really nice person to have a great time. It's scary how much it can fluctuate depending on.
All you need to do as a new dungeon master to get new people into it is have a little bit of patience and the want to see other people have fun.
Yeah,
because they will. As soon as you teach them how to play, you'll have fun.
I agree. Thank you so much for your story, Shadow Daisy. That's I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. That's what a wonderful story, and that makes up for all the shite, doesn't it? Yeah. That does make up for all the shite. That makes up for the bad stories.
That does make up for all the shite. That was a great story.
Yeah, that was a nice one to end on.
What a good person. You are a really good person. I just want you to know that. I agree. You're a great person.
I agree. And hey, look, I'm sorry for how bad some of those stories were today.
They were shit.
I know, they were
shit. They were pretty shit.
Yeah, I know.
That was pretty shit.
You know what? It's because it's been quite a long time since we've done horror stories, so there was just a few kicking around. There was just loads of bad ones kicking around, unfortunately. And they all just hit a different shite aspect.
Yeah, just a different like category.
Yeah,
of shit.
Indeed. Well, hey, hope we're good after that.
Thanks so much for being here.
I'm good after that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being here. Come join us on Twitch. We're streaming right now, playing Baldur's Gate. Come and hang out. If you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube member or a patron. The link is down below. The join button down below. It's a great way to support the channel. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Anything else?
No.
I love you.
I love you.
Bully love you.
Yes.
We have been the Eldritch Podblast, and we're going to see you on Monday. Bye.
And once again, another huge thank you to our patrons and our YouTube members, and a huge shout out to our entity tiers.
Hoobs,
Ariel,
Tula,
Runarian,
Arkham Labs Cosplay,
Maddie,
Luna,
Teddysaurus,
Caspian,
J-Spot TX,
Ultrafail,
Dallin M,
Sleepy,
Joe Dragonlord 2,
Alistar,
Lawkeeper Society,
Ricky B,
Catherine,
Fowskin,
Azuriel,
Panda Queen Plays,
Xylo Boy,
Lucas Iapetus,
Luna River,
Crestomancy,
The Tacos Are Here,
Hairy Godfather,
Rainanana,
Scrimbles,
CJ Chantel 1313,
Keplin 1000,
Pretend It's You Ace,
Leaxel,
Dana,
Captain Hades,
Sloby 1,
Amelia A,
Rebecca K,
Banoffee Spy,
Tears of the Sun,
BH,
Crumley,
Dink Twin,
Light of Hearts,
Nathan W,
Timbo,
Melosaurus Rex,
The Nerdy Dreamer,
Stephen R,
Simple Gin,
Danny Lee Phantom, Drew Stanpie.
Thank you all so much for the support. You have no idea how much it helps.
And if you too would like to become a patron or a channel member here on YouTube, click the link in the description or the join button down below.